Welcome back to another episode of Toho Sniper 98 roasts a idiot alive on the internet.
No, please. Stop.
Cause I'ma call the question out. You're a dumb idiot, Razor.
This one I'm actually excited for, because this is my favorite, one of my favorite streamers. Toho Sniper. I love this guy. He's a Gacha streamer. I hope he never knows I exist, and you guys will see why. He switches between being unemployed, and then he'll stream all day, and he always does a subathon up. And it's so funny, because one time when I was lurking to stream, and he had a subathon up, one of the viewers asked, "Yo, Toho, how's the subathon going?" And his reply was, "Yeah, it's going really fucking bad, actually. Not enough people are donating. This is a terrible subathon." And then he was like, "I'm basically gonna lose my house at this rate, and I'm gonna have to move in with my parents. But and also I can't spend as much on anime mobile games either too. And I can't find a new job because the economy sucks." And it's just like he's listing L after L after L. And that's like, I love this fucking guy. He's actually so based. Actually, I'll give you guys more lore. He's been doing this series where he does delusional gacha takes, where he basically finds some random thing on Twitter to like get really angry at, and like I never want to be a target of his wrath. One time when he played Fate Grand Go, he literally made this guy like cry. He roasted him so hard. Let's just like watch a bit of this. Anyone even know what this is? Ending Razor Ninja's career. Razor Ninjas was like some other Fate Grand Ordered streamer, and wait till you see what Toho Sniper is criticizing him for.
Alright, Razor, it's time to burn this bridge, and you should have seen this coming from across the goddamn country. Welcome back to another episode of Toho Sniper 98 roasts a fucking idiot alive on the internet. So, let me give you the abridged version of this whole situation. Razor hits up a dude on the other side of the planet, probably somewhere in the middle of Southeast Asia, pays him to load Rainbow Crack on his JP account. The dude decides to cash in for himself and starts yeeting refunds out the fucking window. And so eventually 32 accounts on JP get the good old Das Boot, including Razor's. Razor then goes onto his Discord, puts up a fucking pity post to his viewers saying that he'll still try to make JP content, quote, from scratch. Then immediately goes, "Hey guys, by the way, I know I broke TOS in a pretty big fucking way. Shame on me, right? Now anyone want to help me break TOS a second fucking time anyway?" However, the one that probably pertains to Razor's case the most is this. You pass your FGO account to someone in another region where St. Quartz is technically cheaper because of foreign exchange rates and all that, and have that person in the other region load your account with Quartz, and then—
Yeah, I would never recommend a service that does such a thing to my audience.
And so now this is where the video is gonna get real juicy, so strap yourselves in and grab some popcorn if you have.
Oh, we're at 6 minutes. All right, let's watch a little bit more. It gets angrier and angrier and angrier. Add like one timestamp saved. We're gonna skip to 1640 later, because 1640 is the funniest part, but it gets unhinged.
Cause I'ma call the bitch in question out. You're a dumb fucking idiot, Razor. Even worse than that Butters dude that I roasted last year, and here's why. You either aided in some sketch-ass activity or directly participated in it yourself just for the sake of fucking digital currency, got that ass banned by the devs, went to your Discord to pity post talking to shit about how you're gonna keep trying to keep making FGO content from quote-unquote scratch, and then instantly bought up another whale fucking account like it's no big fucking deal.
What I love about this whole thing, it's almost like the recent Rexcellent tweet I replied to. It's like they're playing like the law enforcement for the company. You guys see what I'm saying? It's like he's the company's law enforcement. And like, I mean, I guess Rexcellent's not. He's just calling people beggars, which normally would be funny, but then you're like, wait, aren't you like sponsored by Kuro though, dude? Okay, I want to skip to 1640 because I think that's what I wrote down.
And speaking of YouTube, let me fucking roast you on that real quick. I remember you saying about a year or two ago in my YouTube chat saying that you were planning on making FGO content for your channel, but then taking a look through your channel, bro, you do the exact same shit that most other FGO YouTubers do. Fucking event guides, gacha rolls, farming streams. You did a fucking top 5 video for God's sake. The most unique thing that you've done for your channel, excluding the videos where you call out Shotgun Shogun for his shit, and I bet someone's gonna show him this video, and he'll get a good fucking laugh out of this too, is your JP translation streams. That's it. Everything else there is just generic FGO YouTube trash that a good number of other FGO YouTubers already do.
Honestly, you guys should just watch this in your own time. After the stream, continue watching my stream. But then I think, let's see if we can find this. I think Razor Ninja has like an enviosity moment as well. This might be off YouTube though. Here we go. Razor Ninja's crying like a loser.
Telling me is that you should focus on making FGO content and completely ditch your.
Wait, what is it? Is this the song? Wait, this is the video? Wait, is this song in a stream?
Tell me.
Song. Bro got depressed. I know, it's fun. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know the anime mobile gaming community at the time. I feel like if that happened to me, you would just laugh at it, but... I can't with this song. The internet is a weird place. We love you. Why are you guys not... Oh, wait, I'm hiding this chat. Why are you guys not supportive of me? Fuck my community. You guys suck. Okay, can we just, like, admit... I mean, Toho Sniper owned this guy. That is just complete knockout KO. I gotta now look up. This is I'm allowed to show this on stream now because Olinar posted it.
Why are you doing this? As if
Like...
no one cares. No one fucking cares, dude. Oh. No, please. Stop.
I know you guys can't see me, but I'm doing like the
People tell me it's not
idol
like that.
crowd wave thing. We need this song. Okay, this is like the new meme song. If someone cries on stream, we play this. Note to self. All right, note to self. New meme song. Anyways, can you guys see why I'm a fan of Toho Sniper? So honestly, anything he says here, I take aside. I do not want to get on this guy's bad side, like ever. Quite frankly, I hope he never knows I exist. I'm actually scared shitless of that. I would say the thing is like, okay, how do I explain it? Like any other YouTuber, if I start, let's say, feuding with, right? At the end of the day, I'm kind of like, oh, I guess we're just memeing around or whatever. With Toho Sniper, we're not memeing around. This guy is pissed off. Luckily, I usually kind of agree with his takes. So, you know, I'm bullied into agreeing by how fucking angry he sounds.
So dudes, welcome back to the third episode of Delusional Gacha Takes. I'm your host, the god of gacha himself, Toho, and today I want to talk about this tweet from Ryuku-sensei and why this—
One tweet. Only 15 minutes for one tweet? That's weak, dude.
If you're new to the channel, my name is Toho Sniper 98, but again, you can just call me Toho, and I am the god of gacha games. I've been playing gacha for the last 8 years, and right now I'm maining 13 of them at once. The clip that I just showed is actually outdated, by the way. Replace GFL 1 with GFL 2 and add etc, and then it'll be accurate. This video is a part of a new semi-regular series where I discuss—
Isn't that guy a loser? Motherfucker, did you just miss the past 30 minutes of the stream? Do you need a lecture? Do you need to take notes? What is wrong with you? You just got here. All right, you're gonna ban you for 10 minutes because you're supposed to go 10 minutes back in time. Don't you call my king a loser?
What I want to talk about today isn't really drama per se, but I saw this tweet pop up on my timeline about last week or so from a gacha CC named Ryuku-sensei, and reading it made me wonder how the f this guy is even allowed to be a gacha content creator.
That's what I was I was not even thinking that. I was thinking like, how the fuck is this guy like allowed to like live on this earth is kind of what I was thinking.
So here we are. In this tweet, Actually, I'm not even going to call him sensei. That implies he actually knows a thing or two about gacha.
Ooh, Ryuku
says,
what's he going to call him? Ryuku pupil. Ryuku-chan.
It really does seem like Hoyo isn't even trying anymore. Literally zero effort in anything they're putting out. I always get asked—
Wait, no way. A Wuthering Waves YouTuber is rage baiting Hoyoverse. This is insane shit. That's too unbelievable. This has to be forged.
Talk bad about Hoyo, but why don't you cover the good stuff that Hoyo does? Sure, I'll do it when they do something good. Come on, man. There are a few things that are very ignorant about this tweet. If he said something along the lines of, man, Wu was killing it with the splash arts. Just look at how much better they look compared to Genshin's these days. I actually wouldn't have a problem with that. Because if you look at these two splash arts for Zanny and Escoffier, if I'm pronouncing that right, there's no doubt that Zanny's looks more impressive. While
God, imagine explaining to other gaming communities, or scratch the other communities in general, that in the gacha community, we make 15 minutes. Well, not even just like the 15-minute video, but we make rage bait tweets based on game splash arts. And then on those tweets, we make 15-minute responses to that. And then we have React streamers like me extend that content for an additional 20 minutes.
Just
No
like-
other gaming community content farms us hard because there's nothing to do in our game, so limitation broods creativity.
But that ain't what Ryuku said now, is it?
What was this? I think Riku Sensei. Well, okay, I wasn't even paying attention. So I think Riku Sensei saying, how is that rage bait? Well, it's kind of rage bait, but it's like one of those things of a normal person probably glances at this tweet and they're like, oh yeah, nice meme. Maybe they get angry for 2 minutes, but Toho Sniper, he gets angry for 15 minutes, and that is why he's the god.
But that ain't what Ryuku said now, is it? Instead, he goes all, it really does seem like Hoyo isn't even trying anymore. Which implies that he thinks that Genshin splash arts have, like, degraded over time or something. Okay, then let's go check out some splash arts that Genshin's made before over the past 5 years to see if that's really the case or not. Here's Mona, Ganyu, Yoimiya, Dehya,
So they've
Navia,
always been
and
shit.
Zelena. If you ask me, everyone's splash arts here seem pretty consistent. All the
Consistently shit. I'm gonna make the rest of this video boring, you guys. The reason Wuthering Waves has better splash arts is because their game comes out second, and they have to have better splash arts than Genshin, because their game is literally a Genshin clone. Whether it's unfair or not, they just have to do every little thing better than Genshin. They have to give a little bit more rewards than Genshin. They have to make better splash arts than Genshin. Ideally, they try to do everything a little bit better than Genshin. Now, does that mean it's a better game? That doesn't necessarily mean it's a better game. It's what you prefer. But in terms of like marketing, dressing it up, they gotta like make it as good as possible.
The exceptions to this pattern are the Archons, who have much more detailed splash arts than everyone else. Matter of fact, technically, miHoYo seems to have improved a little bit, since Venti's is clearly the simplest, but to say that Hoyo isn't even trying anymore? What's even more hilarious is that the first reply thread to Ryuku's QRT, this guy gives an example of Zhongli as like the only splash art that they legit like from Genshin, and then Ryuku follows it up with, back when they actually put effort into the game, ... So we're doubling down on the dog take now, are we? But then this Cosmos guy replies with, I can't say that's the truth because if you look at the other splash arts around the same patches, they were all mid. They're all just their abilities, their elements, and a little bit of background. And guess what? Ryuku's nowhere to be found. How convenient.
Oh, shit, dude. Okay, I think he has him there. I've seen the Ryuku guy on Twitter. This Ryuku guy literally gets one guy nonstop on Twitter. Have you guys, like, seen this guy? He literally replies to everything. So normally I would be like, why are you going at it? But this guy replies to, like, I've seen him before. I've said before, there's like a certain meta for content creation. You just get one guide by every chatter and you get like triggered very easily. And that's kind of what he does on Twitter. At first I was like kind of like laughing, like what a clown. This guy's just getting triggered. But I think it's like good. It's like, because everyone is like, this guy gets easily triggered. I'm going to try to piss him off, and it helps engagement, right? The thing with me is I don't reply to anyone on Twitter because you guys are beneath me. Maybe he's calmed down recently. Yeah, look, he's replying. What a pleb. He's replying to plebeians. I would never do such a thing. So, you know, the fact that he was nowhere to be found in that comment chain, I think it's because he knows he got proven wrong. I'm going to have to agree with Toho Sniper there.
This random Twitter guy
owned him.
The 1.5 brain cells that you needed to realize that Ryuku's comparison was trash.
True.
They went back and looked at the other splash arts in the game. And
Notice how he's not calling him Ryuku Sensei, because he took away the Sensei title from the start of the video, if you guys remember. The disrespect.
The second ignorant part of Ryuku's
Well, we're only 5 minutes in.
tweet is this, and bear with me, Wua Glazer.
I thought he was like made his point. He's like dead. It's like, okay, I honestly I agree with everything Toho Sniper said. Like he's right. But like, what else? Is he gonna just bury him now?
Because this might be a little bit rough for y'all to listen to. Genshin is still the biggest, most popular gacha game in the world. Now, before y'all start instantly typing up your comments below, calling me a Hoyo shill.
No, it's LD. Actually, you're right. Genshin is like never the top of the revenue charts anymore. It's like always, it's always Love in Deep Space these days. And then, wasn't there something else beating Genshin too a lot? Yeah, it's not the top gacha. I don't know what he's on about.
Genshin is your main competition.
Oh, wait.
Especially considering what
Is this
kind
what
of
I
game
was saying earlier?
to try and
This
play
is
catch
a
up.
this is I said this is like a thing in tech. It's called second mover's advantage. If you're the second to move on like a certain product in tech, you kind of have an advantage because you can one up on everything. I guess like technically like Genshin could improve their what the fuck are these? What is this topic? But the thing is then they like mess up their game assets for things. I think it's better just to remain consistent unless they improve all of them at the same time. Does that make sense? So since Kuro Games has like second mover advantage, they can just make better splash arts. I'm sure if we look at like Honkai Star Rail, they have better splash arts, right? I mean, I kind of agree that Ryukyu Sensei's tweet is maybe a little bit wacky. I guess I guess I'm not angry enough. You guys, I gotta get more angry, chat. I have an issue where I just don't care enough. You guys gotta make me care. When's the Ryukyu cry video? Is Ryukyu Sensei gonna respond to this and start crying on stream? Has it happened yet? I want to play some Anohano music to that. I hope Toho Sniper just makes a video on every Ryukyu Sensei tweet for the next week. Ryukyu Sensei does a tweet that's a bit wacky, 15-minute video. Another tweet. That's how you get these people to stop rage baiting.
Quite like
This is the warrior we need in the Hoyo Shill community.
Fine.
It's like definitely the meme of like, you're right, but you're an asshole. I love it.
Beta.
Why would Ryukyu watch a video pointing out his inconsistencies? You're an idiot. Because let me tell you guys. Okay, if Toho Sniper called me out, I would be scared shitless, don't get me wrong. But I'm confident I can spin it to my Twitch chat that I'm actually right. That's the power of Streamers Hub. Even if you're like totally wrong, you can always spin it to your audience that you're a badass. So of course you would watch it. The bigger the stream, the more retarded you guys become. You guys ever realize that? The more viewers that are gathered here, your guys' IQ actually lower, and I can manipulate you guys better. It's kind of crazy. If there's only 10 viewers in the stream, I can't manipulate you guys as much to think a certain way. But if there's like fucking 500 viewers here, I can like manipulate you guys to like all groupthink. The groupthink bias is what it's called. Okay, bye, dumbass. All right, see you later. He's
But now
trying to
that
prove that he's not a group thinker, but secretly now this guy is hate watching. See, now I generated a hate watcher. This guy here. Now we have a hate watcher. So this counts as like 2 viewers, if anything, because hate watchers are like actually mega OP viewers.
if Wuwa's splash arts were the same thing as Genshin's, a lot of people
God,
will look at them and go,
he's
oh,
ulting.
it's just another Genshin. Why would I play this Wuthering Waves game?
I
It's
guarantee, okay, if Ryukyu Sensei were to make a video on it, here's what I would do if I were him, is you just title the video, "This creator crashed out on me." Because that's the manipulating word. Everything's a crash out now. So if you title your video like "I got crashed out on," people will be like, this guy's crashing out. That's what everyone's gonna say. Toho Sniper's crashing out. But really, he's not crashing out at all. In fact, I would say he's pogging out. Editor, title this reaction video, Toho Sniper pogs out.
Oh, Mihoyo isn't even making any effort anymore.
Dude,
just
he's
based
pogging
off
so
that.
hard.
So, last thing I want to talk about for this video is Ryukyu himself. I first
Ooh.
learned about him as a Gacha CC.
Now
late last-
time for the personal attacks. Hell yeah, finally. Finally we get to the personal attacks. It took, alright, here we go.
year when one of my viewers linked me one of his videos criticizing Star Rail's story. Though for some reason, even though he talked mainly about the story if I recall correctly, the video itself was titled, "Honkai Star Rail is the worst gacha I've ever played." Your classic dog clickbait thumbnail and video title that so many dog gacha content creators do. But the
Yeah, I would never title a video something bait. That's ridiculous.
video itself was good. Like, I agreed with most of what he talked
Wait, but now he's saying he liked the video.
about in it because I myself made a video earlier that year complaining.
I think he's just mad that his video got less views. I think that's it. Wait, how many views? This has, this has a lot of views. I think he's just mad. He's like, I had a better critique.
about Panakini's story and how much of a waste of potential that was.
Why is there so much hate for Panakini now? You know what? I feel like Panakini is like, I think when like playing through it, it wasn't like peak fiction or whatever, but like looking back on it, like memory wise, it's like I still remember the story. I feel like that speaks for something, right? Virgin Fly's awful. I would say if it ends at the Sunday fight, it's like pretty good. Obviously playing through it was a little bit sloggy.
Like, I didn't really like
But like actual themes and like writing and stuff was pretty memorable.
About Ryuka's video,
A
though.
Chinese Chris Nolan movie. Yeah, it's like one of those weird movies that you don't really like watching, but then you're kind of glad you watched it, and then you can like bring it up in intellectual conversations later in life. Like the fucking the fucking line here. All right, I'm gonna glaze. Everyone shits on Penacony. I gotta glaze it now. Here we go.
That's where we all find our answers.
Look how epic it is.
Penacony's first and last disharmony.
All right, Robin's cringe, obviously. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Right here, banger line coming up.
So, why does life slumber? Because someday we will wake from our dreams.
Dude, he's like stunned by the poetry. He's like, damn, you're good. Your writing is fire. How is that ass? You guys don't understand the line. You do have to explain the line. This is like something you can like write a fucking essay on. It's such a good line. It's so good. I write gay poetry, chat. I write gay poetry as a hobby because that's how you get laid. I one time had a friend like discover my gay poetry and they started making fun of me. Like, look at this gay ass poetry you're writing. This was in college. They're like passing it around the like dorm. Like, look at this gay ass poetry you're writing. They're black people. This is not any. I love all black people, but they're making fun of me for writing gay ass poetry. I was like, that's how you get laid. Like, what? Yeah, that's how you do it, dumbass.
Why does life?
Black people were the race move. This is what's good with this quest is they ask this question. Sunday asks this question multiple times in the slog fest, and he's never pleased by the answer, right? So he's looking for this answer, and then finally he gets the answer that blows his fucking mind.
Because someday.
And it's so good. Look at here comes the drop. Here comes the drop. She knows the drop is coming.
We will wake from our dreams.
Holy shit. And then he just can't do it. He's like, shit, you got me. Literally dies to poetry. Just his whole fucking ideology just shattered by one line. It's so amazing. He had like this whole ideology he was building throughout time of like, I gotta trap everyone in my dream world and make everyone happy. He had this like whole ideology, and it's just he just gets owned from one line. Like his whole world. You guys don't understand. You guys are so stupid. Okay, I think he was like attacking Ryuku Sensei.
But this tweet is not it. This is just pure, unadulterated, 100% synthetic Wuwa glaze. And while it's not the worst Wuwa glazing I've seen, that's still what it is. It's ignorant, short-sighted, and biased. And
More drama of the Wuwa variety, yeah. Why do I have to stream Wuthering Waves? We're streaming other games and farming drama on Wuthering Waves, similar to how Wuthering Wave streamers will talk about games they don't play. I can also talk about games I don't play.
To brainlessly hate on Genshin, to suck Wuwa's dick a little more, and make himself look like a
ZZZ might be more glazed than Wuwa recently. What do y'all think? Well, Wuwa especially isn't glazed this past day. But overall, I feel like ZZZ lately, that is like the glazed game now.
I'll refrain from.
I feel like we need to start shitting on ZZZ again. They're having it too good. Wuwa players, you guys were getting too cocky lately with your stupid game. So now you guys are brought back to reality that nothing ever happens. Your rewards will always be shit. It's a shit anime mobile game. And ZZZ, now the glaze is getting too big there. So, you know, we gotta start shitting on them now. At the end of the day, we just all have to accept that these Chinese anime mobile gaming companies are all evil.
Someone who calls himself Sensei and claims that he's a gacha addict in his Twitter profile, you are neither.
Ooh.
You're just another drone in a sea of uneducated gacha content creators
Ooh.
who do nothing but bottom feed the dregs of the ocean for the latest little morsels of woo-woo content that you can lap up to keep blasting your stupid Kuro agenda from out your ass cracks. Also, get rid of the word sensei from all your social media handles, cause clearly that doesn't mean anything to you. Calling yourself sensei implies that you want to teach people about something, in this case gacha. Not only does it seem like you're not doing that, but you don't seem to know jack about gachas to begin with. You're not a teacher, you're a preacher, and a bad one too. And in my domain as the god of
That was a good line. That was some good writing.
gacha, I don't tolerate false prophets. So I'm here to
Holy, okay, wait, I gotta rewind that whole thing. Yo, you're not a teacher, you're a preacher. Don't tolerate the false prophets. Hook your ass into a socket and plug it in because you're a robot. Well,
Thanks for
fuck me,
watching.
dude.
Be cool, y'all.
I don't
We'll see
know who won. I think Toho Sniper won because of that sick ass line.